BlackRock is dismantling the American dream. They are buying up tons of homes, selling them back to themselves at higher prices, and in the process, dismantling the entire housing market. That's a pretty scary idea, and it's certainly all over social media. But is it actually true? Here we go. First and foremost, BlackRock doesn't actually own any residential real estate. The poster is probably confusing them with Blackstone. Blackstone does own about 275,000 residential properties in the United States, but did they just go out and buy 50,000 homes all at once? No. But what about this allegation that they are going into middle-class neighborhoods and then offering 20, 30, or even 50% over asking price, only to go then sell those properties back to themselves at much higher prices, like from 300 grand to 700 grand, all so that they can squeeze out normal people and then rent these properties back to them? Is that actually happening? Well, aside from the fact that there's just absolutely no evidence of this, I think we can debunk this one with logic. Number one, they are alleging that a sophisticated private equity company is going to go in and knowingly pay 20, 30, or 50% over the value of an asset. Second, they're going to sell those properties to themselves at a much higher price, increasing their own taxes and insurance liabilities at the same time. And they're doing this not so that they can sell those properties at 700 grand. They're doing it to rent it out to you at $2,500 a month, which definitely wouldn't cash flow if you're paying 50% over the asset price and then jacking up your own expenses intentionally. But the real reason they must be doing this is so they can control a massive 0.2% of the housing market. That sound like a credible business plan to you? Listen, I have no love for Wall Street buying up residential real estate. And I do not like the fact that real estate is at its least affordable point in the last 40 years. But I have even less love for fear-mongering and false information. Does Wall Street play a role in the housing market? Yes. They own an estimated 2 to 3% of all the homes in the United States. So on a national level, it's not really that significant. But of course, if you're in one of these markets where they're super actively buying, you're probably going to feel their presence. But you'll notice this in the form of, more competition and lower inventory, but they are not going out there and reselling these homes to themselves to increase their own comps. And the idea that Wall Street is single-handedly responsible for all of the challenges, the real challenges that we have in the housing market, is not correct. The reality is much more complicated and much more nuanced, but that doesn't get as many clicks.